Here we are with the interview we've all been waiting for. Our star, TK Megonigal. TK, congratulations on the victory this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Back-to-back Liberty Conference. It was 152 this weekend, correct?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding, outstanding. So what are the goals coming up? I mean, you've got the regionals, you've got the states down at Oscar Smith. Tell me what you're thinking.
I'm just really excited. I'm wrestling for my hometown, and I want to bring a state title back to Madison. And in fact, I would go as far as saying I'm gonna bring a state title back to Madison, and I'm really motivated. I'm really excited. I got 2 in Maryland, and I can't wait to get 1 in Virginia.
Well, TK, we haven't had one in this school since, was it 1963? A guy named Tony Bennett. Hopefully you can follow in history. He went to University of Oklahoma and became an All-American, but I understand recently, and everybody'd like to hear a little more about it, you've got new plans. You're going to be heading, staying in the area and wrestling for a Big Ten school.
Yeah, I'm really excited. After this year, I'm headed to College Park, and I'll be honest, growing up, it's something I dreamed of. I've always loved wrestling, and I've watched the Division I guys and been like, I want to be there one day, and Maryland's been always one of those schools that I've watched closely, given they're in the area, and the opportunity came, and the scholarship, and I was really excited, and it was a tough decision. There's a lot of schools to choose from, but I'm very happy with Maryland. And
you're in the Big Ten Conference.
Yeah.
I mean that is truly outstanding. That's like playing football in the SEC.
Yeah.
Times 10.
Yeah, Big Ten. I mean, that's the best of the best, and I'm excited to compete in the Big Ten.
I mean, just so people understand at home, you'll be going into places like Carver Hawkeye out in Iowa, University of Minnesota, up to Penn State. I mean, how's it going to be? You have the possibility here of looking over in your corner and seeing Cale Sanderson or Tom Brands coaching against you. Not that you don't have a pretty good guy in your corner out at Maryland.
It's really exciting, wrestling the Big Ten every week in and week out, it's the best competition, Like you said, Hawkeye's Arena in Iowa, then in front of 16,000 in Penn State Arena, and, there's a lot of legends around me, even on my own team, Karen McCoy, national champ for Penn State, so keeping all the talent in the Big Ten. So
excellent. Now, how long have you been wrestling? When did you start?
I started right here in this room when I was 5 years old.
Outstanding.
So,
and since that time, I mean, what's kept you driving like this? I mean, I see you're out there every day, going all around the Beltway, all over the country. I mean, you've been out to Ohio, up to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I mean, how's the journey been? I mean, people would like to hear.
Well, I'll tell you this: it's not been an easy one. I mean, starting out, it was just a sport to me. Something I got into, because I was a high energy kid. And as I got older, I started to really like it, started to cut down on my other sports. And I wasn't necessarily having success on the national level. But then through, when I was 10, 11 years old, I was traveling with my dad, going to different coaches, gold medalists, and NCAA All-Americans, and getting the best rooms and the best tournaments. And, I definitely saw some stuff that no 10-year-old kid should have to see, but along the way, it toughened me up, and by my 7th, 8th grade year, I was one of the top 5 middle schoolers in the country, and just kind of carried it into high school.
That's great. Now, let me ask you, what advice would you have for that elementary school kid or parent that's coming up? And, I have little ones, they all play TK on the sideline or on the playground up at Oakton Elementary and Vienna Elementary. What advice do you have?
My main advice is, it's so cliche, but really you can do anything. And, it really didn't register to me until, as of recent, that all this work is built me into the wrestler I am today. And, it doesn't just happen, and it really does take work, but you can do anything. And if you set your mind to it, you will do it. So.
Now, let me ask you, what are you thinking when you step out into? I mean, obviously, the obvious thing you're gonna take the person down and pin them. But what goes through your mind strategically when you're going out into the circle and you step out there and you're in a tough match?
There's a couple things that go through my mind. First, I always know God is with me. So, anytime I step on the mat, I know that I got the big man in my corner, and that definitely comforts me. But as far as my mindset, mindset when I'm warming up, when I'm getting ready, it really is to just absolutely impose myself on the other person, to dominate the match. And, you know, because there's some rough lessons you'll learn in wrestling, because if you're not doing it to them, they'll gladly be doing it to you. So, you know, I really got to the point where it's a battle. And, you know, when you're on the mat, there are no friends, and, you know, you have to show everyone that.
Yep. Now, I want to ask you also, you see a lot of parents and kids around, they're running up undefeated records and things. And one of the things I got to say, a lot of the kids and coaches have admired about you is you purposefully go out of your way to seek out the toughest competition.
Yeah.
You know, why do you do that? You could easily, in some ways, coast and declare yourself undefeated all through high school, but yet you're going out to Walsh Iron Man and Beast of the East and Powerade and these places. Why do you do that?
Well, so when I started winning a lot and traveling to these tournaments and All-Americaning and, you know, getting the finals and, you know, beating the best in the country, then I come around to all areas in the country, and like you said, there's people with padded records, with really good records, and there's no doubt in my mind that I beat those kids every time. So in my mind, it's like I'm gonna give them that first loss, and, you know, in my mind, it's, you know, I want to wrestle all those guys to, you know, prove I'm better, and I do. You know?
Well, excellent. Well, we're excited for you. We'll be catching up a little bit later, hopefully later on this weekend, and maybe the week after. You're calling the shot the week after with some great news.
Yep.
And in the meantime, we wish you all the best with the training and preparing.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you later, TK.